Alright, good afternoon everyone. So pretty much I'm going to clone this branch and make a brand new tree out of it. Alright, so first things first, I gotta see where I'm going to put the soil or the medium. There we go. So all I'm doing is doing a quick, I guess you could say, test drive or dry run to see how it's going to look. So this looks pretty good. There's a wire right here that will prevent this from going any further, and you know, all it is just a little juice container. Now that I see where I want it, you know, I bought this from Amazon. You can use a knife, a blade, doesn't matter. Let's see. So I want my cut to be right there. So if this cut right here was too close, it may just heal over itself and roots will not come out. So just make sure there's a good amount of bark removed, and then if you want, you can just scrape the sides just in case there's any cells or, you know, the cadmium layer, or, you know, I don't know what it's called, still connecting both of them. So give it a quick scrape. Nothing perfect, you know. Now I can put this guy back up here. What I like to use to secure it is just, you know, electrical tape. And then same thing on the top so it doesn't split open. There we go, Sphagnum Moss. So the reason I like it is because it retains moisture, but it's not the moss, it's not compact, and it does allow a lot of ventilation or air to be able to circulate. So when I first started to do this, I was sort of compacting all of the moss in, and you know, I didn't have that much success or, you know, luck when I was doing this, simply because I think I was, I guess, drowning or suffocating the environment in here because everything was too cramped. So now, you know, through experience, you know, I've learned that as long as it has moisture in it, as long as it's wet, it will help keep this branch sort of alive with the roots that it has. This, if you grab it and it's dripping water, then you're just gonna kill the branch or any roots that may be growing, because too much water is not good for it. That should do it. So don't compact it. I mean, it hasn't worked for me, so that's why, you know, it's nice and loose in here. It will allow some ventilation in there. So from here, all I gotta do is wrap it up with the clear wrap. Back to my trusty electrical tape. And I'm just gonna use it to secure the top. Now the reason why I seal it, not only to keep the humidity level in here pretty good, but also if it rains and water drips down and makes it into this environment, things are gonna go downhill from there, because there's gonna be too much water. Things in here will begin to rot and it's not gonna work out. So definitely seal the top, and of course seal the bottom. That should do it. So this, to me, this is like the perfect environment. What I've done before, and it works just fine. Now there is one additional step that I like to do. So now all I gotta do is wrap it up with aluminum foil. The reason for this is because the sun will cook this, you know, and it's gonna be here for a couple of weeks. If it gets cooked, it won't survive. So aluminum foil will help keep this environment nice and dark for the roots, but it would also keep this from getting cooked. So here we go. All right, if I was to leave it like this, eventually the wind will blow this away, especially because this is from the Dollar Tree. You know, it's not that strong. You can, you know, buy, I guess, the good stuff. It's a bit harder or thicker. But this, you know, works just fine. So the last thing, once again, electrical tape. But this time, I'm gonna wrap it around this just to secure it. So here we go. And that's it. So all I'm going to do now is write down the date when I did this, April 13. Set my alarm or my calendar to remind me in 2 months to inspect this. If it has roots by then, I'm just gonna chop it up. If it doesn't, then leave it here for 1 or 2 more months. But this should be it. And hopefully it takes. It should, but you never know. Thanks, everyone.